Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to give you an analysis, a professional analysis on Solana, short term, long term, to what can happen right now. So stay with me, subscribe to the channel, and I will be posting every couple of days an analysis on one of your favorite coins. So in the comments, please comment which coin you want me to analyze next, and we can do it together. Please don't give me terrible shit coins. You give me something with more utility. Now, let's straight away go into what's happening right now with Solana. Today is going to be very, very technical. So if you don't understand anything like, some technical terms, you please let me know. But otherwise, we can go and dive in. Now, I'm going to start with the weekly chart just to have a look what's happening right now, what is the point of the situation. So I'm going to go and cancel everything, right? That's the way I usually analyze a coin. I like to go and basically just go and cancel just not to have any bias from here. So I like to see where we are, what's going on. At the moment, you can see that Solana is forming a potential cup and handle pattern. So a cup and handle is a shape that is defined by a big cap like that, and also like a handle. In general, the way you calculate a cup and handle is by having a look, first of all, as our first target is usually the size of the handle. So you go and have two take profit areas. Going to have one, it's basically from here to here. So you have the handle here. So you're going to go and calculate as a take profit one, which is here. We can say TP1. Then what can happen in these kind of circumstances? You can see the price even to go back to the previous area. And then the second target, TP2, is going to be with all the size of the cup to the all-time high. From here, you bring it over here, and it should be around here, around $400. So if I have a look at just simply Solana by this chart here, it was suggesting me that the cup handle, if it's going to be complete, and remember, if it's going to be complete, because sometimes it doesn't get complete, then what could be seen could be a target of $400. This is also confirmed by our what we call the Fibonacci extension. Is a mathematical equation telling us that what it could be the next target for Solana. You can see that what you can do, you can drag from the lowest point to the highest point, select here Fib extension to the previous all-time high, you draw a line over here, you bring it down, and it tells you that there is a target of the first extension of Fibonacci at around $417, which is in line to what we saw before with our cup and handle. So if I had to have a look at this pattern from the weekly chart, from like a long-term macro point of view, this will telling me that we should be seeing Solana to go around this area here, which is around $400. Second thing I'm going to have a look, very, very important, is going to be the RSI. RSI is telling me right now that we are at the 50 area. In general, the 50 area is a good point because whenever you are into an uptrend, what can happen is that you can have a consolidation back to the 50 area and then explode again to the upside. So this is still with an uptrend intact. So if we want to see, for example, an explosion up to 400 from here, that could be absolutely possible because what we could be seeing from here is going to be, to go from this area of the RSI into like an overbought territory, which is going to be around here, and this will probably match with a Fibonacci extension around this area here. Of course, the target of Solana could be way higher than what it is right now, 417. You can even go up to 1,000 because usually that's what happens into like a macro uptrend. But given the current status, the current situation, and lots of people being over leveraged, overexposed, I would say that if it goes to 417, not financial advice, but it will probably be very important to take profits from here, simply because you don't want to, of course, wait for this to go to 1,000, and then the opposite happens, and you go back to like $100. Remember, this is crypto, it's not Forex. Very risky. So that's what I would say from a weekly point of view. Now, this is probably the bullish scenario. It could be potential push to $400. Then, of course, we don't know what can happen. If I had to give you a bearish scenario, it's going to be the following. You can see that we had a breakout around this area here. So we went and broke, retested, went down again, retested. Looks like, Solana doesn't want to go down and break this area. But if I had to give you a sort of a fractal, which I'm going to probably bring in from here, I'm going to show you what happened with Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum, of course, they're not doing the same. Okay, so you can't really, it's not really fair to say, we're going to compare them. But what I would like you to show you is that Ethereum had a breakout around March or April. So it happened around, when was that here? Around January 2024. We had a breakout. And after that, you can see that the price went down, rebounds here, and then it rebounds down here again. So theoretically, although the charts don't look very, very similar, but if we were going to go and lose this level of support with Solana, I'm going to go back in Solana and show you. If we're going to be losing this level, okay, here, which is around the 160, 170, then there is a risk we could be going lower. And as a reference point, what you can utilize is going to be the previous breakout. So we had a breakout down to here, like that. So what could be happening could be going down to here. And of course, this can be confirmed by a Fibonacci retracement. You can see the Fibonacci retracement placed over here. We got what we call the golden pocket area, which is in general in between the 61.8 to the 78.6. So I would say this box over here, if things are going to get nasty, then you could be seeing us to go down to that area. And then what can happen after? Of course, from here, maybe down to this area, and then up again. Now, I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm not trying to say this is going to happen. And to be honest, I don't know which scenario is going to play out. But what I'm trying to say right now is that with my portfolio, I got the majority of my money in cash right now for this event to happen. If this event happen, I'm going to load up like crazy if it goes down to here. But if it doesn't go at that level, I'm not going to do anything. And by the way, guys, if you want to as well know all of this analysis of multiple altcoins and even at request, what you can do, you can join our VIP group. Everything written over here. You can see all the analysis. You can see from myself, from my pro members, altcoins, long-term over here, spot trading, trading results. Of course, we have a crazy high success rate, guys. Very, very, very high. We got everything: spot trading, entry point, exit points, education. So if you wanna, of course, learn more about and be in a proper community, guys, join the VIP group. And also, if you want to trade with low fees, come on, Bluefin, guys. I'm a partner with them. Very low fees, no KYC, very fast execution. Link in the description, as well as my VIP group. And of course, if you want to learn the way I chart and I do all of that, you can also come and purchase our 1-year pro membership called the FTA Pro Elite, 12 months of VIP group for free, 25 hours trading course, guys. You will not regret it. I can tell you, I'm going to put a link for this as well. But let's go back into Solana and let's see what's happening. And I'm going to show you also intraday what can happen right now. Another thing I also have a look as well, which is very, very important, is to understand if actually the big guys are actually buying. And what I can do, I can go on the volume footprint. Volume footprint, it tells me about how much volume there is. And what I want to understand is about if we have a negative delta, positive delta, what's happening right now in this candle. Are they actually buying, or there is still more selling pressure compared to buying pressure? And that's usually the $1 million question. You can see over here that although we can see like a green candle coming up and everything looks very good, the delta is still negative. You can see the difference between buyers and sellers. Guys, this data don't lie. Okay, so it's not opinion, it's facts. That people here are dumping Solana. Okay, it's not that you can see. We can go, for example, look at this: 170,000 buyers, 100,000 buyers. Look how many here: green, 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 and the price was basically stable here. See, 133. That's what you want to see. You want to see as well here some buyers stepping in. But right now, minus 200,000, minus 200,000, minus 60,000. To me, it's telling me right now, from a macro point of view, that we don't have enough buyers. We want to see right now from here, maybe like a plus 100,000 to say, oh, we will probably continue high. That's usually what I have a look, but also have a look this on intraday as well. So to summarize the whole thing about Solana right now, as I said before, macro point of view, I already load up on my Solana. Entry point mine was around $20. Doesn't matter, it's another story. But if I was about to, of course, enter in Solana, and this is not financial advice, what I will do right now, if I haven't purchased any, it will be to buy maybe something right now, maybe 30%. Okay, I wanna maybe I have $10,000. If it was me, what I will do, I will buy maybe 3,000 at the moment with only 30% of my capital, and then I will allocate the other remaining amount of money, maybe another 30% down to here, and then another 40% down to here. Because what I can do in this case, I can DCA, and then especially if I'm an investor, and then if the price goes down to here, then my dollar cost average is going to be down at this area, and then once it does that, hopefully, then you can be making money, and also it's going to protect you, because even if you're going to be in a bear market, for example, you can see the price going down to here. Even if it does this and then this, at least you're going to be safe and you're going to be making a profit. And then you can put a stop loss at break even and all of that. Like, for example, we always discuss, like, in our VIP group here, we write everything here about how to put stop loss at break even, take profits, and all that. Very, very important if you want to survive this game. And now let's have a look as well at intraday, what could be happening, so we can have an idea about, are we buying, are we selling, what are we doing? Very important. First of all, what I'm going to do is to have a look at the 4-hour chart. I like to have a look at the 4-hour chart and see where I am, what's going on. Straight away, something that comes into my eyes. I'm going to go and get my my RSI. So in general, I like to utilize a combination of RSI as well as stochastic RSI. So combination of both, just to tell me where I am, what's going on. For example, right now here, what I can see from the chart is we are into into an uptrend, we had a rebound from 174 to 217. Right now looks like it's trending higher. The 4 hours RSI is indicating we broke here. Okay, so we broke it, we're going higher, and is going to retest what we call the 50 area. The 50 area is this area over here. In general, whenever you are in an uptrend, what do you want to see? You want to see this one to go and break above the 50 area, because otherwise there is a risk that this can happen again. And look at the stochastic RSI as well. Stochastic RSI is already indicating that we are pretty much overbought. So the confirmation for me to say I'm going to go long from this area here rather than I'm going to go short is going to be to observe what's going to be happening from here. So especially this part here, last part, very important. And what I'm going to do is to have a look at this very important and easy point I'm going to select. You can see that we have lots of, right now here, lots of exponential moving average. We have a line over here. What I could be doing as well is to draw a Fibonacci retracement to see how much you can retrace. So that's what I will be looking for. And if we're going to be able to go and close with a candle above here, above 229, then could be a very good indication we could be going higher, maybe to the next level of Fibonacci, into the golden pocket area around 250, 260. But if you're going to get a rejection from here, like from here, we're going to go and do this, then there is a risk that this could be happening. Boom, boom, and then maybe this. Why is that? I'm going to go and cancel all this. If you observe well this, every time you can see this pattern, it always resembles a channel. You can see that nobody can deny we are in a channel. Channels work very, very well in crypto. I can see like lots of market makers utilizing channels. I mean, market makers don't sit down there and looking for channels, but in general, that's what they refer a little bit, knowing from personal experience. And you can see that right now, if I was about to go and say, okay, I'm going to go long right now, I'm going to go short, I'm going to go long, I would say that an area to go long would probably be either if we break here at this point, so from here to here, for example, or if the price is going to drop here. Lots of people, lots of traders, they get, I would say they lose money. They don't know how to trade simply because what they do, they see a little bit of green, they get caught in the tape, then the price goes and hits an important level of resistance. And instead of saying, oh, I got to be careful here, what they do, they go along thinking that it's going to go higher. So that sometimes it can be a problem. I can see lots of people trying to trade breakouts. Okay. And whenever you can trade a breakout, the best thing you can do is to buy the retest. You can see the breakout here, retest is to buy here, not when you're here. Because here, what can happen? Boom. Then you're down again. So for me right now, I got no interest right now in purchasing anything. It's going to go up to here. Great. I'm happy for the bulls, gamblers who are going to buy here. It's going to go down to here. Well, that's going to be a good area. And of course, what I can do to understand if I'm going to buy, again, I'm going to go in my volume footprint. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to have a look what's happening here. Are people buying? Are people selling? What are they doing? Here we go. This is not bad. You can see that we have minus 1,000, plus 1,000, plus 2,000. But then look at this. Minus 6,000, minus 4,000, minus 6,000. This doesn't look very healthy, to be honest. This doesn't look healthy. This looks healthy. Plus 14,000. That's what you want to see. You want to see big orders coming in. And look what happened after. Plus 40,000, the price went up from 207 to 218. Right now, this is not convincing me. Unless we see here like a plus maybe 5,000, plus 7,000, then I would say, that looks good. But right now, I'm not saying it's not going to go up, but I'm saying that you have to be careful. Simple as that. And to trade the extremes. Because even right now, look at the 1 hour chart. The 1 hour chart, you can see that we are now into this. We had a drop here. We went here. We are now retesting this area. But the question is, what's going to be happening now? You can do the same thing. You can even go as down as the 15 minutes time frame. But right now, this is a very choppy market. Very, very choppy market. We are below the line over here. We're going around here. And the question is, what is it forming right now? Is it forming a potential bull flag like that and then continue? Or is it going to go down? But look where we are, even on the RSI. There is no, like right now, intraday, there is no point to trade. And I'm also going to give you another tool for today that is probably going to help you to also decide, what it would be like a good level, maybe to place a short or to place a long as well. So probably you guys are very familiar with that. Liquidation Heatmap. Liquidation Heatmap, very important. Let me see if I can change it here. I'm going to move it a little bit so you can see. So basically, this represents the amount of liquidation on, for example, Solana. So a lot of people, they open leverage position. You can see a lot of shorts from 219, which is quite reasonable because you saw yesterday we went from 219 to 200, I think it was 200, 203. So lots of people now will leverage shorting from this point. And then you can see lots of people who open along around 200 and so down. So in general, you can see that the yellow area is the area where it is most amount of liquidation leverage. And then you can see there is up to like 190, 191. In general, I like to utilize more the Model 1 for the liquidation heat map. I'm going to go and get it from here. This has BTC, but let's go in and put Solana so we can see where we are right now. And what I will say from here, it's okay. Observe this. You can see there is some liquidation at 209, 211, big liquidation at 201. So right now, what it's telling me right now is that if it was me, again, it's not financial advice, but that's what I do. It's I'm not gonna let these people take my money. So I'm just waiting to see, is it gonna go to, let's say, around here, 220, lots of liquidation from here. Is it gonna go down to 201? If it goes down to here, then it would be a case for me to say, okay, probably it's time to potentially go for a longer, put different entries as well. But right now, like, looking at this, yeah, you have some liquidation here, but it's very scattered. Like, you don't see the real picture from this point over here. We can even go and check maybe the 3 days to see it's going to give us more information. Wow, look at this. So you can see there are two clusters over here. There's a cluster around 200, and there's a cluster around 88, 188 and like 183. So theoretically, they could be trying to push the price down to here, but I'm expecting some sort of response around 199, 200. So in saying that, what I probably might try to do is to potentially open a long around this area here, then evaluate the situation, but pull like, stop loss at break even, sell a little bit, and then if it drops again, then my next level is going to be here. And I think that's actually a very good level to expect a rebound, simply because we had such a drop down to this area here. So I would say that looking at the whole situation, I would probably assume that we could be seeing something like this down to here, and then something like that, to almost form like what we call a bear flag, or like a channel like this. What I could be seeing. And again, usually what I like to do is to also have a look at my Fibonacci, see what it could be the lower point. So 190, 195 could be an area where it would probably take my interest. But right now, as I said before, I'm not very interested right here. And also, guys, another thing that I didn't tell you is that I'm running as well a mentorship program. So if you want to learn how to trade properly, like we do over here, knowing everything about all this style of trading and knowing macroeconomics and all of that, what you can do, you can go on my website and schedule a strategy call with me, where I can show you everything about our memberships as well as mentorship. So I take around 2 people every month to teach them everything I know. And hurry up, only because we're about to double the price, because we have a crazy demand. People are getting very successful after this mentorship. So we are about to double the prices. So hurry up and secure a place. 2 more spots left for February, and then from March, we're going to potentially double prices. But otherwise, guys, I really hope you're gonna have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video, another analysis about another crypto coin. Take care, and I'm gonna see you soon.